Welcome to the animated recap. In this video, we have recapped the crime and family movie named Minions that was released in 2015. In the start of this video, we see Minions as elderly yellow animals. They are just there to work or serve their lord. They believe that any gigantic creature that appears in front of them is their ruler. Then begin pursuing it in the beginning of the film, just as they were pursuing a large fish. The fish comes out of the water and is stopped by a big dinosaur that steps on it. They also believe that the dinosaur is in charge, but due to a small minion's mistake, a stone spins and throws the dinosaur into a volcano. They also lose their second master along with it. Since they now lack a master, they dedicate their lives to finding one. Because they are unable to survive without a master, they enslave a bear or Dracula. They awaken Dracula in the sunshine and kill him. As a result of their stupidity, the bear perishes naturally. Since they are sick of dying while searching for a master, they decide to live alone in a cave. Due to their habit of servitude and preference for submission to their master, they felt wretched and useless without one. Observing the state of their servants, 3 of them make the decision to depart their home in search of a new group leader. They come across a girl who was having problems making friends as they start their expedition and reach the city of New York. To put it simply, the girl needs slaves to carry out her tasks. The minions believe that because they have found and seen their master, their task has become easier. They relocate to Orlando, the city of that girl, and look to her as their leader. When they get to the show, there are many people competing to be her slave, and the girl has prepared a game for them. The winner will be her mule. She now holds a stone and says anyone who attempts to remove it will be made her slave. The unexpected action is taken by the minions, despite several influential people moving in front of her to do so. As one of the minions calls the other minions to share the good news, the girl has made the minions her slaves and is transporting them to London. They tell them they have found their lord, and then they ask to go to London. The girl who hired the slaves made the false claim that she owned everything in the world. But one of my desires hasn't materialized, so I'm still not satisfied. I need Queen Elizabeth's crown because I want to be known as the London Queen, which is what my goal is. You can now help this girl by having the minions steal the Queen Elizabeth crown now that you know what their purpose is. To complete this dangerous duty, the girl's husband arms those goons with weapons. One of the weapons was the lava gun, while another was the hypnotizing cap. It can hypnotize anyone at any time. The third minion is now equipped with spins that it may attach to its hands and feet. In order for them to return after stealing the crown, such weapons are given to them. When they reach London Tower, they enter while hypnotizing the security personnel and start their search. After robbing the crown, they were about to depart when someone spotted, and the police started to hunt them down. They escaped the scene because it was obvious they couldn't be apprehended on their own. Bob, one of the minions, pulls out the blade while fleeing away and climbing a stone. It is therefore aware that while it can use that sword to defend itself, doing so also elevates it to the position of king. In accordance with what seems to be a local ritual, the Bob minion, who is carrying the sword, has seemingly accepted the role of king. The police and security officers, who were earlier trying to capture the minions, kneel in front of Bob. When the affluent girl who hired them hears this, she is furious. She believes Bob has become a king because the crowning ceremony would now take place for him instead of for her. Because she believes Bob has taken her dream, she arrives without considering how she will react. She discovers when she arrives at them that the minions had different ideas and were ready to give her the crown and sword. The girl abandoned them and imprisoned them as opposed to saying thank you for helping her gain the crown. Little and intelligent were the minions. They stumble onto the site of the coronation of the new queen while looking for a way out. The girl was struck by an upside-down chandelier that they struck. The girl orders the arrest of those subordinates in a fit of rage. The 3 of them make an effort to escape from that location, but 2 of them were caught, and the third one manages to locate the girl's lab where they had previously received their weapons. When buttons were pressed, a blast happened inside of a machine where it moves. The tiny minion that the explosion turned into something bigger than the London Tower. The gang of minions that the minion had called also make it to London after it grows large and saves its buddies. They hurry forward when they hear its voice, anxious to hear it, and Kevin is glad to see them. Since she can't endure their joy, the queen travels there after expanding herself with her sword. Kevin catches the girl and eats the rocket while holding it after she fires one at him. As they soar into the air and a blast can be seen in the air, the minions are angry because one of their friends died while they were hunting for a master for them. However, this dismal moment was just fleeting as a tiny minion is seen soaring through the air. Kevin returns in its full size as the scene cuts, revealing Queen Elizabeth. The fact that she had reclaimed her crown delighted the minions. She had recognized the bravery of the three minions, but now two more are spotted in the crowd after Elizabeth's crown. They are stopped in their tracks by a young boy using his ice cannon. The minions have found their ideal commander when he pushes a button to turn his bike into a rocket and boldly advances. Here, the family movie ends. We hope that you liked this video. If you want to see more animated movies, then subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. And also like, comment and share our videos. Thank you.